Welcome, welcome. Hey guys, thank you for tuning on. Getting started here in a little bit. As we're waiting for folks to hop on, please turn on your cameras. I will be your host tonight. My name is Roland. Looking forward to helping you all learn more about partner driven. Most of you should have a good idea of who we are, what we do here. Hey Bill, thank you for turning on your camera. Jenny, welcome. And I have iPhone. If you don't mind changing your name, that'd be great so we can address you accordingly. I do have our principal founder, Peter, joining us here in a second. Just going to wait for a couple of folks to hop on. Welcome, welcome. We've got Jackie, Brady, Jenny. Again, as a reminder, please turn on your camera so we can communicate effectively with y'all tonight. Hey, Jackie, thank you for turning on your camera. How you doing? And of course, you have a JR driving. Be careful, my friend. Andy, welcome to the call. This was a little impromptu, so for those who made it, appreciate you spend some time with us. I have some pretty exciting news to share with you all tonight. Um, and no matter where you are kind of in your journey in real estate, this should be exciting. So looking forward to sharing with all you here today. Hey, Pete, I got some folks here just trickling in, so we'll wait for a couple more minutes if you don't mind.
Awesome, awesome. Good to see everybody. Happy Tuesday. Good to see you, Bill. Hey, Miss Jenny. How are you? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. What's up, JR? What's up, Jackie? Um, Good to see you. All right. For the rest of y'all, if you don't mind, we have iPhone there. If you don't mind, turn on them cameras. I promise you guys, I'll be brief as possible. What's up, Bill? I'll be to the point, and I'll be pretty impactful today. We got some stuff that we just literally rolling out as we're speaking here tonight. So I got some really, really good stuff for you guys. All right, I'm just gonna get a couple things situated here from my end, and we will get
Hmm.
rocking and rolling.
And Mr. iPhone user, if you want to just unmute yourself, give me your name. I can change that for you on my end if you like. That way we can, because you won't be the only Mr. iPhone tonight. I assure you that. We have Red's iPhone, so at least we got his name there. Um, but Pete, exciting stuff. As this week approaches 4th of July, man, some people are taking the week off already. Others, like people here tonight, they know it's halfway through the year. They're looking to double down, still make it a great impact year. So everyone here tonight, I commend you guys for not taking the week off already,
Yeah,
right? Plenty of year
absolutely.
left.
Smart, smart, smart. It's very interesting. Real estate is it's if you think about real estate has the exact same people in it that other businesses do, right? Um, but real estate has one thing that is, especially in the world we're in, right? We're doing deals. We're flipping, we're wholesaling, we're doing a lot of different strategies. We're in the investor type of transactions. We have the one thing almost no other business has, and that we do not have seasons or time of the year. Because if you think about it, what do we work off? We work off motivation, right? And when you're working off the motivation doesn't know holidays, does it? If you get a divorce, if you get a sickness, people went through COVID and all that kind of stuff. Um, you know, and so what I tell people in our business, when the world slows down, you want to speed up. You know, Roland's exactly right. This is the time that most people take time off, right? It has nothing to do with real estate. It's just 4th of July. What that does is it clears out the playing field, clears out all your competition, clears out other investors. clears out people looking for deals the way you're looking for deals. And so I will tell you, this is an incredibly timely night for us to be talking what we're going to be talking about. Because there's a percentage of you all here with us today where everything's going to change tonight. You just watch, where everything is absolutely going to change. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to take the same point of view. I'm going to take the same point of view that Roland took tonight. And that is this. And by the way, if you David Richardson or B Brady or Red's iPhone, if you don't mind, turn on your cameras. I think Jenny, that's a still picture. I thought she was on. That's funny. But if you guys don't mind, I want to make this a little bit interactive tonight. Okay. But show of hands, Jackie, JR, Bill, you guys know basically what we do, I assume, right? You know, the couple people we invited here today, is it safe to understand you basically understand what it means to partner with us and do deals? Is that a safe assumption? Or thank you, Jackie, or is somebody totally, thank you, Bill, or is somebody totally in the dark and you have literally no idea or no concept of who we are or what it means to partner with us? Is there anyone like that on the phone, on the Zoom call today? Bill, you do or you don't know? You have no idea. Okay, I got you. GR, what about you? You kind of know what we're doing? You're on mute. Just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Thumbs up. I like it. I like it. iPhone with glasses. Oh, thumbs down. Okay, I got you. All right. So let me preface everything. What we are, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I saw that. What we are is we are a real estate investment company. And basically what we do is we partner with people across the United States and we do real estate deals. So I understand a couple of you all did not know that, but I assume that at least if you're on here tonight, you want to do real estate deals, right? You guys know we're not in the car business. We're not in a basket weaving business. We are, what's up, Dennis? Good to see you, buddy. We are in the real estate investment business. We flip real estate, right? But what makes this so unusual and the reason you all are on here tonight is how we do it. Our model is that we actually partner on all of our deals with individuals just like you all, and we put deals together. And so what we do for our partners is we coach you and train you, right, Jackie? I know you know this. We take you by the hand and we walk you through what it means to find good real estate deals. We have a due diligence team that looks at the deals, make sure that you got a good deal, or if it's a bad deal, we don't want you to waste your time, right? We put up all the money for these deals, which is very, very important. We put up all the capital. We have an in-house closing team that they close the deals for you, so you don't have to worry about buyers or sellers or files or attorneys or anything like that. So we do that also. And then we have a construction team that could help fix these properties if these properties need fixing them or if you need help fixing them. And then we sell them, we split the profits down the middle, 50-50. So that is our model. And the reason we're here today is I'm going to teach you a little bit. And then most importantly, I'm going to give you like an irresistible offer to do deals with us. So for those of you that one more show of hands. Last time I did it, it kind of backfired on me. Let's see if we can do it the right way this time. Anybody here wanted to flip real estate? Like, is anybody here because you at least want to do some real estate deals? Okay, I see you, Jackie. Okay, perfect. Bill, I see you, I appreciate it. So if you want to flip real estate, if you want to flip properties, give me just some time here to go through the processes, and I'm going to make it that it's absolutely a no-brainer. And I'll tell you guys, I believe wholeheartedly. And guys, I've done thousands of flips, almost 4,000 flips at this point. I could tell you, we make real estate flipping as easy as it gets. Like literally, when you understand who we are and what we do and what we give you the ability to do, we put up all the money, we take the risk, we have teams to fix these properties, we train you, we coach you, we hold you by the hand. We make it absolutely no brainer. And today, I'm going to take that final potential hurdle block away here. So for those of you that stay to the end, I'm going to show you how everybody can start literally tonight. Like literally tonight, you could start flipping properties with us and start working towards your first flip and doing deals. But what I want to share with you all is what is one of the key components. Why is it that someone like us could do, thousands of real estate transactions? How is it that someone like us could help people just like you all, literally across the United States, put deals together? How come we have more individuals like you all do more deals than we ever have in more cities and in more locations and more deals and more partners? Most people will point towards what we provide. People will say, well, it's because you put up all the money, Pete. Or people will say, well, it's because you have a team to fix these properties. Or people will say, well, it's because you guide us through everything. Or because you have a national title, all of those things. And I do believe those things are all very critical, very important, very instrumental in the success of working with us. But what really makes us so successful with our partners, why our partners do so many deals, does not necessarily lay in all those things, but it lays in our philosophy of doing real estate. Because I could tell you how we do real estate is something that I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna explain it to you in a minute. I don't think there's anyone else following the philosophy we follow. And because we follow what I'm about ready to explain to you, it literally makes putting deals together like that. Because what are one of the things that's so difficult about putting deals together? You hear it all the time. Oh, well, their buy box or somebody's buy box is prohibitive. Or they're looking for these huge profit margins. Or they're only looking for certain type of houses. Or they're only looking for certain locations, right? Or they're looking for certain price ranges. Or they're looking for certain rehab numbers, right? Well, the reason that we have done thousands and thousands of real estate transactions is that none of the things I just talked about we're looking for. And why our partners are so successful is that we have truly what is, at this point, the biggest buy box in the United States in terms of doing deals. Think about it. If you're going to start doing deals, do you want a buy box or do you want to have requirements that are so razor thin that for you to find the right deal, all the stars have to line up? Or do you want to have the buy box that is so big that pretty much anything fits into it, right? Big, right? Agreed? So let me talk to you guys about our buy box. Let me explain to you what makes a deal worthy of us looking at it. And when you truly understand what I'm about to share with you, you're going to really you're going to buy into this is what makes us so special. Because we make finding deals a million times easier than other investors make finding deals. And if it's easy, and if we make, is it the simplest? No, you still got to put effort, you still got to put time. But if you think about it, if your path to success, whatever that is, has two options. One option is the most difficult option, and your other pathway to success is the easiest option. Jackie, I'm going to pick on you because you're interacting today and I love it. Take yourself off mute for a second. You got one or two pathways to go in life. You can go the easy pathway to achieve everything you want, or you can go the most difficult pathway to achieve whatever you want. Which pathway are you going to go?
I'm going to take the easiest route.
You're going to take the easiest route. Who wouldn't, right?
Right.
And really what I'm about ready to describe, thank you, Jackie, and what I'm about ready to describe to you all is the ultimate in terms of ease of finding deals. because these are the requirements, right? For people like that want to partner with us, like, well, what kind of deals? How easy is it to find? How how are you going to help me and all this? So let me walk you through about the requirements for finding a deal. Number one, we want you to get them from the right source. That kind of goes without saying. Because remember, there's a lot of sources to get potentially real estate from, right? There is what's known as MLS, the multiple listing service. There's a whole industry that exists out there known as wholesalers to get deals from. There's this big website called Zillow to get deals from, right? Familiar with all of that, right? And then there's another source, and that is called actually the owners of those properties. And so step number one is we want you, and we're going to show you how to do all this, by the way. But step number one is we want you to get all of your deals from owners directly. We don't want you to deal with MLS. We don't want you to deal with your local wholesalers. We don't want you to chase after Zillow. For one very important reason, there's no deals for investors right now out on these sources. And I don't want to tie up too much time today, so some of this you're going to have to just take on faith based upon 4,000 deals I've done. Like, I know what I'm talking about. There were times where you could get a deal off MLS, where you can get a deal from wholesalers. Not right now. The market, the marketing, and the market itself, and the marketing strategies always change and shift in real estate. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, all the action is finding them directly from owners. Okay? We good with that, Jackie? So we want you to stay committed finding deals directly from owners. By the way, we have techniques and strategies to show you how to do that. We even have, Jackie, technology that we could steer you towards to shortcut that process. We could help you with that process if you want to put a couple of bucks into it, spend some money on marketing. We have those processes. If you don't want to put any money into it, we have techniques and strategies. If you have 20 hours a day to spend looking for deals, and Jackie, we have techniques and strategies. If you only have 20 minutes a day, got it? So bottom line is, when it comes to finding deals, we have everything for you to identify, to say, this is how I'm going to do it. Okay, this is a direct to owner, and this is how I'm going to do it. Number two, now remember, I'm telling you about a bad box, because if you're going to be doing deals with us, that is the question you want to be asking yourself. What's the buy box? What kind of deals? If I'm making a portion of the profit of these deals, how do I find the deals, or what kind of deals are they looking for? Jackie, let me go on to the second one. As long as you're dealing with an owner that's willing to be flexible on their price. By the way, anyone selling a large asset is 99.9% always flexible on price, right? For those of you that sold cars, you've negotiated them. If you bought cars, you've negotiated them. If you bought real estate, you've negotiated. If you sold real estate, you've been negotiated against. Pretty much anything in life that is worth anything of dollar amounts, you always go back and forth and you negotiate, right? People negotiate their terms, people negotiate salaries and stuff like this. So as long as you're dealing with 99% of the people who are somewhat negotiable, that's our buy box. We want you to we want you to go ahead and put those properties under contract. Now, for those of you that know real estate to any degree, right now you should be scratching your head. Like, if you're thinking here, like, okay, I got to find deals to do deals with these guys. What kind of deals am I looking for? And you have any experience in real estate, what you probably expected me to say is something like, well, here's the margins we're looking for, right? Here's the equity we're looking for. Here is the spread we're looking for. Here's the numbers we're looking for. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not say that, because we're not looking for any of that. Remember, we want to give as many people as possible the biggest buy box possible in terms of identifying deals. And so because of our experience in this business of thousands of real estate deals, because of how we've been able to put together contracts, basically paperwork, because of what's taking place in the market right now, the market conditions. So combination of experience, contracts, and what's taking place in the marketplace. Because of all of those three things combined, we literally have the biggest, and because we want you to do as many deals as possible, we have been able to create deals. We've been able to create deals out of where deals just don't exist, is really what it comes down to. When an average person will look at a transaction and say, or an investor will look at a deal and say, well, there's no deal here. There's not enough spread. There's not enough margin. It's not a pretty enough house. It's not an ugly enough house. The rehab numbers aren't right. The sales price can't be what I think it is. What we're saying is that's not true. Experience, paperwork, and market conditions. We have been able to come up and literally reinvent certain things in the space, be mavericks in the space, and really make money in ways that no one else has been able to make money in. And so the requirements for us in terms of finding deals are very simple. Make sure you're dealing directly with an owner. Jackie, raise your hand. Are you good with that? Thank you, ma'am. Number two, make sure there's some flexibility in pricing. Are you good with that? And thank you, Mr. iPhone. Turn on your number, but I see you with the glasses. I see you. I see you. I see you. As long as those requirements are met, our marching orders are very simple. Get it tied up, okay, and get it under contract. Get it tied up and get it under contract. I'm going to tell you something interesting. Now, I want to also, well, before I go into that, I want to share something else with you. I personally get involved in every single deal. Sometimes people say, well, gosh, Pete, do you do deals? What's up, Carl? People will say, well, how do you get involved in deals? Do you help to put deals together? Yeah, I do. Every single deal I get involved in. And because I get involved, watch what I'm about to follow what I'm about to tell you, because this is extremely powerful. I walk these deals all the way through the processes. Part of the reason I do that is I just know how to create deals out of what's not a deal there, right? I call myself a deal architect, a deal engineer. And so a lot of times when the deal's done and our partners have made a portion of the profit, I'll ask them the following question. Now follow me when I'm about to tell you this. I'll ask the partner, Carl, I'm going to start picking on you. Is that all right? I picked on Jackie enough. Thumbs up if that's okay for me to pick on you. All right. I'll ask them.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. I'll say something. I'll say, Carl, how'd you find this deal? And when you found this deal, Carl, did you think it was a deal? Listen to what the answers are. People, our partners who are bringing deals to us will literally tell me, Pete, I had no idea there was a deal here. I had no idea the margins were big enough. I had no idea that we could make money on this deal. I'm going to give you an example of an actual deal we're doing right now with a gentleman, one of our partners. His name is Randall. Let me get the deal. Sorry, I'm going to grab this deal because I want to give you the actual numbers on this deal. His gentleman's name is Randall Leach. And he turns the deal in a couple days ago, and I'm talking to him. Now follow this logic. Randall turns the deal in. He got it under contract for $140,000 and needs about $100,000 worth of work. Now, by the way, for anyone here, and Carl, you will, if you have any experience in real estate, you will concur. If somebody thinks a house needs $100,000 worth of work, that means it probably needs about $200,000 worth of work, right? And it probably means it's not a house you want to get into, right? So he turns this deal in. He got it locked up. It's in Ravenna, Texas. I have no idea where that is. He gets this title up for $140,000, and all he knows is that it needs $100,000+ worth of work. To a lot of people, those are like red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, kind of like stay away. 48 hours ago is when this happened. Guys, do you know we are now on track to make $60,000 on this transaction? Thank you, Jackie. We're making 60,000. We're standing to. We put this deal together. We're standing to make $60,000. We're not spending, and we're not wholesaling. By the way, we're not spending exactly. I know Carl is like, what? Well, that's what I meant. Well, no, no. This is what I mean by we're able to create things where there's no opportunities, where there's no deals. $60,000 profit, 48-hour time frame. We're not wholesaling, and somebody else, a local agent, local, is doing all the work. This is just an example of something that we're doing right now. We make this business about as easy as you could follow some basic instructions. If you could follow some basic instructions of connect with owners using our techniques or strategies, use this technology, use this technique, use this strategy, just connect with owners. Find somebody that's at least open to selling. As you could see, we're not looking for rocket science kind of deals, right? Will make sure they're at least willing to negotiate and get it tied up and then turn it in. And what happens when you turn those deals in, we jump in, I jump in, Miss Marina jumps in, Miss Taylor jumps in, Miss Mary jumps in, Miss Julie jumps in. Okay? I have a whole team here of people that have been with me for over a decade. Not collectively, but individually, literally. And we all work together on understanding and formulating and structuring and get these deals profitable. So the philosophy here is what makes us so powerful. And our philosophy is very simple. Just get it tied up. Make sure you're working with the right source. Don't overthink the numbers. Don't overthink the rehab and all this. I want to go through one more time or in a little bit more depth. What are we providing for our partners? Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, why do we even do this? Like people ask, well, why would you do that? Well, we do it for the main reason is that's what we are. We are a real estate investment company. So we need deals. And just many, many years ago now, we switched to this model where instead of going out there and trying to find deals like this, that would be very difficult for us to do. We're here in Atlanta. This deal is in a part of a small town in Texas. We realized many years ago that why don't we invest effort and time and money and resources into people like you guys, empower you all with knowledge and marketing systems and technology, and you all help us find local deals. And what are we going to do in turn for you? Well, number one, as you figured out by now, we're going to coach and train you. Because even though we want you to help us find deals, we know how to find deals at the highest levels possible. So we're going to impart our knowledge. Just about every single day, we do some kind of live training in different parts of the day where we're actually teaching you, okay, here's how you find the deals. Here's the technique. Here's the strategy. Here's what to do this. We're hands-on. See, where a lot of people lose it in real estate from a knowledge perspective, we all know you got to know what you're doing. Everybody knows you need coaching in real estate. There's no secret to that. Everybody knows that you need knowledge. But the reason most people gain knowledge and never make any money with it is there's two types of knowledge in real estate. And 99% of people chase after the wrong knowledge. Here is the knowledge they chase after. YouTube. Real estate gurus, real estate networking websites, seminars, webinars, weekends, books, tapes, and seminars. And I'm going to explain to you all why that, well, you all know why most people chase after that knowledge because that's how everybody thinks you have to learn. Plug into something. Learn something. But unfortunately, that's the wrong kind of way of doing it because all of that, although is very good knowledge, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that is bad knowledge. The problem with it, it's all general knowledge. When you read a book, when you watch a YouTube video, When you go to one of the weekend seminars with the gurus, you're going to learn, right? And you're going to feel like, just strictly from a learning, you're going to feel like, well, the fact that I'm learning must mean I know what I'm doing. That is not true. The fact that you're learning just means you're getting smarter. That does not mean you know what you're doing. The reason that type of learning is not conducive in this business, and for those of you that have ever done a real estate deal, or that have ever tried to do a real estate deal, you're going to understand what I'm telling you. Real estate doesn't work off general knowledge. Real estate works off specific knowledge to the particular deal involved, right? Every single deal is different. Every single deal is unique. Every single deal's got its ups and downs. Every single deal changes also from day to day. Can we agree on that, right? And so the kind of knowledge that someone needs is specific knowledge to that specific deal. And this is what separates us. We do not get into general knowledge here. We teach you, we literally teach on a per deal basis to the specific deal that we're working with you on. That way you're learning exactly what you have to do, and you're learning and understanding literally on a daily basis what you have to do that day. That is absolutely critical. The second thing that we provide for our partners here is this. I call it deal, no deal, red light, green light, go, no go. Basically, we have the ability with our infrastructure and our experience to tell you, what are you working on? Is this a smart move or not a smart move? Now, again, I'm gonna talk to those of you that have ever experienced real estate. You all know what I'm about to tell you is the truth. In real estate, you could spend a lot of time doing a lot of things and show no results for it. Amen? All right? A lot of time doing a lot of things and no results. And we know that. I've been down this road before when I started in real estate of chasing things and feeling like I'm being productive and feeling like I'm doing the right stuff. In reality, finding out days later, weeks, sometimes months later, I literally wasted the time. And so we have systems in place here. Whether you call them inspections, due diligence, blah, 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 red light, green light, go, no go. We have technology and systems in place here to tell you, hey, this thing you just turned in, this deal you're looking at, waste of time, get away from it. Smart, because you don't want to waste time, or dead on, looks good, let's get it locked up, let's go forward. That's very, very important. That's very, very critical. We have the ability to do that. The next thing, you find a deal with our help and our coaching and our training. We take it through the red light, green light systems. We then let's say we got a deal. We got to close this deal, right? We got to close this puppy. Well, we take care of that also for you. We have a national presence in a closing area. So you don't have to worry about coordinating buyers, coordinating sellers. You don't have to worry about finding the right title agency, the right closing attorneys, the right, office. You don't have to worry about any of that. We got it. We handle all that for you. Next is probably the reason why, for those of you that know us, why you're here. We put up 100% of the money. Our partners, you don't have to even put $1 into place. To buy it, to fix it, to carry it, we put all of that money up. By the way, you don't have to sign anything. We don't ask you to put your credit up, none of that. We take 100% of the risk out of it. We take it a step further. If something ever goes wrong, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, things still sometimes go wrong, right? For those of you in real estate, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? We absorb 100% of liability and all the losses, which means with us, you have 100% of the upside and 0 downside. If the properties need some kind of work, we have the ability to help you with that. That's huge. That's where so many investors lose so much money, right? Investors bleed money on that side. We have the ability to help you with that. Some of you don't need help fixing them, but some of you do. So we have the ability to help you get crews into your locations and stuff like that. And then we sell the properties, and there's a profit share that takes place in the back end. Now, what I told you when we started here 40 or so minutes ago is today I'm going to give you guys an irresistible opportunity, an unpassable opportunity to become partners with us and do deals with us. Because the reason a lot of you all are here tonight, or a number of you guys are here, is because you already know what it means to partner with us. You just simply could not afford it, right? Safe to say? I see you, iPhone. Well, I'm going to take that away for you. Because we see an incredible opportunity coming up in the marketplace in the next several months. For a lot of reasons. Economic reasons, political reasons, interest rate reasons, all of that mixed together, plus our experience, our paperwork, and all that. So we see a huge opportunity, and as many partners as we have right now, we want to do something incredible. We want to just about double the number of our partners. And we know that the biggest reason right now people aren't starting with us, they know the value. They just can't afford the thousands of dollars it costs to start with us. So here's what we're going to do tonight. Tonight, we're going to drop that down to just $97. Simple as that. Anybody can afford that, right? Like if you're serious and if you heard what I just said and you're like, well, that ain't worth $97, you're probably not a good fit for us anyway. But today for $97 down today, and then subsequent months, as long as you're with us, you're paying $97. If you don't like it, stop anytime. We obligate you $0. But people don't stop with us. When you experience what I just shared with you, it's a no-brainer, right? So today for $97 down and $97 a month to month, you have the ability to get everything I just told you. Our full-blown partner-driven program. Access to all of our capital, access to our construction team, national closing team, all our marketing, all our systems, all our technology, all our training, all our coaching, our circles, which is how I communicate with every one of you personally on a daily basis. By the way, I also do training about 3 times a week, so you'll be able to pop into my live trainings. You get all of that. There's only one thing that changes. In our full-fledged partner program, you're making 50% of the profit. Here, because we're doing this special, and you're not paying thousands of dollars, you're only paying $97 to get started, you're making $3,000 per deal. So how we look at this, you're going to get paid to learn how to do this really well, right? Because what's going to happen, you're going to learn how to do this for a couple of $97 payments. You're going to flip a couple properties with us. And they're going to use probably your profits, or you're going to see that this thing works, and you're going to upgrade to the full-fledged partner program where you could make 50% of the profit. So the point is there's actually ability to make more than just $3,000. JR, the answer is yes. Roland's going to connect with you. He's my right-hand guy. He's been with me for years. He knows everything I do. So JR, you and Roland connect, okay? Thumbs up if you heard me. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So tonight it's very simple, guys. You get access to all of our training, all of our coaching live in recorded format. Tonight you will get access to our national closing company. You'll get access to our due diligence inspections. You'll get access to all our technology. You'll get access to unlimited amount of deals, which means you could do 1 deal with us or you could do 100 deals. The more you want to do, the better I like it. You'll get access to our national construction team. Okay. Amalia, Roland's going to connect with you. Roland, please connect with Amalia. She's asking some questions. And it's all for 97. Jackie, is it worth it? Hands up or hands down? Thank you. iPhone, is it worth it? Hands up or hands down? Thank you. Wilfredo, I don't know if you've been listening. Worth it? All right, I know Wilfredo's that. Mr. iPhone with glasses, I see you. Worth it? Hands up. Thank you. I see you. I see you. I see you. All right, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up for questions. For those of you that have a question about what we talked about today, just take yourself off mute. I don't do the raising hands. Take yourself off mute. Oh, by the way, for those of you that are ready to get going, there's a link inside chat that Roland's going to drop. Roland, do you have that link?
Yeah, it should be there, Pete. Yeah.
Okay, I don't see it. You sure it's there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, Roland just dropped a link. Just go to that, register, pay your $97. You'll get access to everything tonight. I'll actually contact you myself, give you your set of marching orders, okay? All right, whoever's got a question, just take yourself off mute and fire away, please. Who's got a question? If you have any questions, by the way. Anybody have a question going once? Anybody? iPhone, I see you.
Yeah, I just put the question over there for the chat.
Let me see. Roland, can you read the question? I don't know why I can't.
Yeah, he was just asking, is it $97 per month?
It's $97 down and $97 a month, but everything's month to month. You could stop anytime. So after the first month, you have $97 at risk. After that, you're only paying whether you're doing deals or you're like, this is amazing and all that. Make sense? So no obligation.
Oh,
No
okay.
obligation. At
Okay.
worst, you paid $97, steal all our training and coaching, go do it yourself if you want to use your own money. At worst. Okay? We got no problem with that either. Somebody just said, I'm ready. Contact me. Roland, you'll take care of that, I'm sure. All right. Anybody else have a question for me? Going once? Going twice? Roland, you're a host on this meeting, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Roland's been with me for years. He's my right-hand dude. He knows what we do inside and out. If you have any questions, I'm going to buzz off, but Roland's going to stay on. He'll answer your questions. But again, all you got to do is hit the link, fill in the information, register, and we get you started tonight. That's we when people are starting with us to do deals, we go immediately. We don't wait a week. We just like boom, let's go. All right, so I'm going to any question? Final time. Roland, somebody is asking a link to their email. You could do that. All right, I'm going to buzz off. Roland, you stay on for a minute or two. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate it. I know I'll be connecting with a couple of you guys probably even tonight, for sure tomorrow, and getting you all rolling. I appreciate it. Thank you. Roland's going to stay on.
All right, Pete.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, any questions, please let me know. If not, click the link. You can actually check out yourself. The link itself has some great information as far as what Pete mentioned in specific detail, what it comes with, if you will. Pretty straightforward. Let me give you guys some insider information now that Pete's gone. This $97 is an introductory price. What I mean by that is we've been going back and forth, anywhere from $197, $397, $297, and we landed on $97 just to get as many people on board, to get some success, to get some wins. This is our second webinar. The first one did very, very well. Had about 50 folks get started. So will it be 97 next week? I don't know. All I do know is that we've been tossing around different price points because the value of what this is, my goodness, it's a no-brainer, and hopefully it's a no-brainer to you. But if you can lock it in, I highly recommend you do so ASAP. Matter of fact, I'm surprised it's still 97, given that it's July 1st. So if you can take advantage of that, I highly recommend you do. Let me drop my information here just in case you guys have any more additional questions. But for the most part, it should be pretty straightforward. But if not, here's my direct line. If you have any questions, if you are speaking to one of our current other advisors, please give them a call as well. But that link itself, well, I'll have Chelsea drop that again, is a direct link to get all the information you need about this introductory offer. And you can check out yourself. And as soon as you do that, what happens, you'll get activated ASAP. You can start submitting deals as soon as tomorrow. There's some onboarding just to make sure that you have a good lay of the land, if you will. But other than that, folks, this is the best time to do real estate. It is July 1st, second half of the year. Summer is one of the best times to do real estate if we have to choose a season, right? Other than that, you guys, I appreciate you being here. Click on the link. I'll stay on for a little bit if you have any questions.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, Malia, I got your phone number. I'll be sure to
Hey.
reach out.
Oh, yeah, because I missed the whole first part of this meeting, so I don't even know what was discussed. Is there a recording of this or something I can watch?
If there is, I'll be sure to send it over to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Dennis, yes,
A quick
absolutely. We
question.
do deals in California. As I answered earlier in the chat, it's one of our top markets, California and Florida, top 2 markets in the whole US. One of our top partners used to live in Northern California, has done over hundreds of deals before moving out to Tennessee. So yeah, California is a great market.
Hear me?
Hey, Red, you have a
Oh.
question?
No.
For everyone else, click the link. We'll be sure to reach out to you. Again, it's a self checkout. You can go ahead and get started right away. If not, I did put my number in the chat if you want to reach out to me, and I'll be sure to help you guys out. With that being said, you guys, happy 4th of July. Let's make this second half of the year your breakout year. Thanks for being here. Have a good night.
Thank you.